Hi everyone, it's a bright Saturday afternoon here in the UAE as well as somewhere I'm going to connect right now. It's all the way in far Europe, बहुत दूर है यहाँ से. It's in Finland और वहाँ पर हेलसिंकी करके एक सिटी है. वहाँ पे मेरा एक बहुत ही पुराना अच्छा दोस्त रहता है जिसका नाम है दर्शन. दर्शन के आज दर्शन आपको मैं करवाऊंगा, लेकिन उससे पहले लेट मी टेल यू दैट दर्शन is he's not a big star, just like me. He's a regular person, just like all of us who are here supporting each other. I am also just doing that क्योंकि हमेशा हम ना, जब कोई बड़ा स्टार कुछ करता है तो हम उनको सपोर्ट करते हैं, उनके जो नए प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं यूज करते हैं, उनके जो वीडियोस आते हैं उनको हम लाखों करोड़ों व्यूज देते हैं. लेकिन हमारे जो दोस्त अगर कुछ बड़ी चीज करने जा रहे हैं लाइफ में, उनका एक छोटा अटेम्प्ट होता है या उनके लिए एक वो बड़ा अटेम्प्ट होता है. जो भी करते हैं हम उसको ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं देते. वी मूव ऑन, वी जस्ट say okay, ठीक है, we'll look at it and move on. We won't support it as much as we should, and I always feel that we must support each other, especially if our friends are doing something different in another country and living their dream. And that is something that Darshan has done. Darshan is a professional and he's in a very very interesting job, but uske साथ ही he has realized his dream of becoming a singer in Finland. और इसके लिए I thought that it's important for all of you to know his journey. And I'm also going to play the song that he has shot in Finland, beautifully shot. It's a single, it's a video that he shot there, और उसने खुद गाया है और खुद फिल्माया है. And we're going to watch that video together. But for now, it's time to welcome Darshan. And there he is, हसीन
Hi.
वादियों में. Hi Darshan.
Hi. Hi.
So, we just decided to do this. कोई preparation नहीं की हमने ज़्यादा. So I just wanted all of you to know that dreams देखना पॉसिबल है और ड्रीम्स देखने के लिए सोना बहुत जरूरी है. एंड दैट्स आई थिंक व्हाट द सॉन्ग इज ऑल अबाउट. सो बिफोर वी गेट टू द सॉन्ग, दर्शन, जस्ट टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ. व्हाट डू यू डू? हाउ लॉन्ग हैव यू बीन इन फिनलैंड? कहाँ से हो आप? जस्ट इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ.
Yeah. Well, firstly, thank you for this nice opportunity to talk to you and also to your viewers. Originally, मैं केरला से हूँ. काफी लोग बोलते हैं कि मैं पंजाबी ज्यादा दिखता हूँ. And yeah,
ये
I
मुझे भी नहीं एक्चुअली ध्यान था कि
पता
तुम
था.
एक्चुअली केरला से हो, because हम जब मिले थे तो बात ही नहीं हुई थी.
Yeah. So yeah, originally born in Kerala, raised in different parts of India because Papa was in the army, so he kept taking us to different parts of India. So yeah, it was a common routine to say bye to friends and say hi to new friends after every 2 to 3 years. But then I got used to it, and yeah, then music has always been with me. My parents have not been musicians at all, so I had to ask friends and other family members to give me some sort of a knowledge on it. फिर उसके बाद बाहर गया, went to Netherlands to study. Then I came to Finland to do a PhD study over here in the field of biomedical sciences and biomedicine. And then on the side, I must confess, I think the stress of while I was doing all the education was to mitigate that stress. I had to find some other way, and music was the only way that I could, cope up with all that work. But yeah, so that's in short my background. Yeah.
और तुम जो काम करते हो वो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है. वी वर टॉकिंग ऑन द फोन, सो टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट दैट.
Yeah, so it's a very small company that I'm working for. It's called Iforia, and it's a Finnish-based company. And what it does is we use artificial intelligence to detect cancer, for example. Like अगर कोई डॉक्टर कैंसर का सैंपल देखता है, तो the doctor is not able to always diagnose that वहाँ पे कैंसर है या नहीं है, but the machine can do it in a bit more efficient way. And it can also be like India में काफी लोगों को मलेरिया का प्रॉब्लम होता है, so we also have like projects जहाँ पे just to find that one malaria parasite in your whole entire sample of blood is very difficult. So then we use the artificial intelligence to find that needle in a haystack kind of a situation. But so that's what the company does, and I give consultation to the doctors and the other users of the software.
Okay. So it's safe to say कि आप आधे डॉक्टर बन चुके हो already. You know a lot.
Yeah. Thanks for the nice appreciation. But yeah. Well, I'm not a doctor, but I'm a PhD doctor, wala doctor. So
Chalo, but anyway, you are contributing towards saving lives. And
yeah.
um, what Darshan has now done is he's gone ahead and sung one song and shot it and released it on YouTube. and I've watched it. और जब से वो मैंने गाना देखा है तो we decided that we will show it to all our viewers. So quickly tell us about that song and then we'll go and watch the song together.
Yeah. So the song is about. So I this very short in short, like when I've been stressed, like we are all stressed in different ways. When I'm stressed, I can't control. You know, the stress will come. I will take it. But the that 7 hours of sleep that you get, जो 7 घंटे का जो मौका मिलता है, मोहलत मिलती है, तब just to snuggle inside your quilt and just to
Hmm.
close your eyes and go into a dreamy world where you can imagine whatever you want it to be. And then I have used that on my day-to-day life to
Hmm.
just be in a comfort zone and imagine being in a beautiful nature which doesn't judge you and which just you just enjoy the
Can you
peacefulness. So
can you show us a bit of the nature before we, because यहाँ हम लोग
yeah,
गर्मी में
yeah,
बैठे हैं तो एक मिनट. Yeah, sure, I'll put you on full screen.
yeah. I so that's
Oh, sorry.
that's kind of
Let
my
me put you.
neighborhood.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah, yeah.
okay.
So that's kind of my neighborhood. I don't know if you can see. मेरे पीछे एक छोटा सा झरना भी है. I don't know. That
Hmm.
is like a small झरना over here going.
Okay.
Uh,
This is
yeah, and
this is Helsinki, right?
this is Helsinki. Yeah, it's not the center of Helsinki because that will be a bit like a concrete jungle. But this is like a bit on the side. Still officially Helsinki, but it's a bit
I
on still
know.
on the side. And it's still snowing a little bit. थोड़ा सा
What's
बर्फ
the
गिर रहा है.
दिख रहा है. What's the temperature like?
Now it's 0 degrees. It's शून्य.
Wow. Are you cold really?
No, it's not that bad actually. When I was shooting for the video, then I was really cold. It was minus 18 degrees Celsius on that day.
Wow. But that's the normal for you guys, right? So
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
we have a common friend called Asha Gopal Krishnan. She'll kill me for taking her name also here. She's a very private person, but I had come to visit her. She's my best friend. उसको मिलने में 2015 में मैंने पूरा यूरोप का बैकपैकिंग ट्रिप किया था, तो आई स्टेड एट आशा's place. At that time she was in Finland in Helsinki. अब तो वो लंदन में है, तो मैं उनके घर पे रहा था एंड दर्शन had come down and we had a small little party, house party. तो तब से मैं जानता हूँ पिछले 5-6 सालों से. Okay. Okay, let's go and play a video now. One second, let me share that screen. Let people see what kind of music you have made. Okay, let's just play that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't do this often on my live, so bear with me, हाँ guys. थोड़ा अगर ये है उसका video. हाँ, okay. Let me go and play that video now. आंखें बंद शुरू कथा दूर तक है आसमां हरा भरा नन्ही सी छत नन्हा सा ये मकान छोटी इच्छा बड़ी है पनाह आनन्ना गर्व की बारिश भिगा के गई हर तरह खुद की सांसों में खुश है ये मन मेरा सस्ते ख्वाब चाकी निर्दोषियां बस मैं हूँ मैं यहाँ खाली धरती की खुशबू है हर जगह धीमी हरकत धीमा सा वर्तमान
शर्माती संतोषियां रहने दो यहाँ ताना की बेरंग सी जुड़वी परछाइयां कल का डर है कर्म की सच्चाइयां वापस आने की छवि बेकरार नैना खुली यारो कथा समा
Wow. सही है यार. A huge
Thank
round of
you.
applause for
Uh,
Darshan. Darshan, I really want to say that जब पहली बार मैंने ये गाना सुना था, एक मिनट, I have to stop the YouTube, नहीं तो दूसरा गाना
yeah.
चलेगा. जब पहली बार मैंने ये गाना सुना था तो मुझे आज उससे भी ज्यादा अच्छा लगा. तब तो मुझे अच्छा लगा ही था, आज उससे भी ज्यादा अच्छा लगा. And also because it shot very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was the idea behind that? But before you answer that question, let me also welcome all the people who have joined us. There is Amita ji from India. She is my regular viewer. There is Shitish Mohanty, very welcome. There is Neera Malhan. There is Misra Nabnita. There is GM. Yes, sir, मैं आपसे मिलूंगा दुबई में, हम बातें करेंगे मीडिया के बारे में. And Amita is saying nice song, so everybody is like
Yeah.
appreciating your song, so it's really great. And
Thank
then
you.
there is Pradeep Deswal. He's also a friend of mine. They are from different parts of the world, and they've joined to support us and support you. And it's really heartwarming to see people, joining in right now. So yeah, tell me, what was the inspiration behind this song, and how did you pull everything together in between a job and wife
Mm.
and kids also, right?
Yeah. 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 It was. I think it started 6 months ago. That's when
Mm.
I was just a tune came to my head, and then I thought maybe I do something with it. But I was not too encouraged to go ahead and make a music video for sure. But then I just thought that yeah, I would like to see how it can actually look like on a screen than just my dream.
Mm.
So yeah, yeah, it was just yeah a build up of things, and it took literally 6 months to make a 3 minute video.
That's still
So
fast. That's still
okay,
quick
okay, okay,
for
yeah,
the people who are not from the field and they try to do something different, uh, totally going away from what they are doing and pulling it off finally, and doing such a professional video at the end of it all. Did you spend completely on your own, or did you have somebody to help you out with the finances?
no, it was on my own.
Okay, but you're
So
happy.
it
What kind of response are you getting?
yeah, I would say that people are happy, and they have been quite kind in giving a response in the first place, and watching the video. I think yeah, it has been yeah very
Okay.
positive response, and
Okay.
yeah, I would say yeah quite
How,
positive.
how have your colleagues at office and your bosses and all taken it?
Yeah, they have all watched it, and I was a bit hesitant to share it with them because it's not in English, the song, but they seem to like it, and
Okay.
they could follow it with the subtitles. They said so. It was quite positive for them. So I
Okay,
would say.
okay. People have started asking questions already. Nazim is asking, just tuned in, what song are we discussing? So, Nazim, basically, for all those who've just joined in, Darshan is a dear friend. He lives in Helsinki in Finland, and He is just a professional, just naukri pesha like all of us. But he's gone ahead and done something that most people only dream about. He has actually released a single of his own, जो उन्होंने खुद गाया है और उन पर ही फिल्माया गया है. And he shot it in Finland, and amidst like beautiful snow and so much of nature around him. और वो गाना मैंने अभी play किया था, and it's really a nice song. You can catch it on YouTube. It's called Vartaman by Darshan. And Amita is asking, has Darshan taken part in any reality shows in India?
No, not never.
Do you want to?
Yeah, definitely. Why not? It'll be a pleasure. Yeah.
You should send it to these shows and entries. And now,
Hmm.
obviously, sitting there, you can do all of that. You don't need to come down to India.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
GM is asking, tell us about your journey. How did you reach Finland? We don't
Yeah.
know many people, who are there.
Yeah, no, I didn't know anybody in Finland. Actually, because I wanted to continue research in biomedical sciences in India itself, but I just didn't pass any exams over there apparently. So I had to look for options outside because India is also quite a developing field in my field, but just that I was not good enough. But that doesn't mean that I couldn't do the job. So I thought that I try and get help from abroad, and then people outside had the opportunity to give me a chance, and then I came first to New Zealand to do a very small internship. Then I went to Netherlands, and how I went there was just googling. I had, I don't know, 2,000 applications that I had to send, and one person replied saying that okay, you can
Two
come and
thousand
have it.
applications you sent.
Yeah. It was quite a struggle to find someone
Yeah.
to let me go to their lab and do the research. Yeah, and then from Netherlands, then I was again googling basically on the computer, asking people if they are interested for me to do a PhD, and then I went to Finland,
Mhm.
and the PI over the researcher over here was kind enough to give me a PhD position. So it's
Mhm.
quite quite a hopping.
No, but it's really inspiring. You make it sound like very easy, but really, for Indians to get a job in a country like this, all the
Hmm.
way in Europe, is very difficult. I've been to Finland. There aren't too many Indians there, unlike like say a UAE or other Middle East countries where you find so many Indians around, and getting a job here is relatively easier. Uh, तो लोगों को दिखता नहीं कि इतना स्ट्रगल है पीछे. हम सब सोचते हैं कि when everybody is growing up in India, they want to go
Hmm.
abroad, like even I wanted to, but we really don't know what kind of struggle is
Yeah.
involved in that.
Hmm.
So 2000 application में से एक ने
Yeah.
reply किया, and then you landed over here somehow. So yeah, that's really
Yeah.
inspiring. Amita ji is saying that ask him to sing something. Yeah, I will,
Oh.
but towards the end of the chat, I will not let him go without singing two lines of his favorite song. More people are joining in, and they are all want to talk to you, talk to me. There is Geetu Pappu who is joined. She says hi, Ronak. Hi, thank you for joining in. Also, Darshan, I wanted to ask you. Let's say so many people are there out there amongst our friends.
Yeah.
सब में कुछ ना कुछ टैलेंट होता है. Everybody wants to go out there and do it, but people have so many reservations. So
Hmm.
what is that first step you need to get over to actually put yourself out there in the public platform like you did?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. For me, I think it's just that I had to kick myself on my own backside uh, to take the next step, because like often I would record music in my phone, and to be very frank, there are like tunes that go in my head. People often ask me what music I listen to, and to be very frank, I just don't know what to listen to, because there's so much of good music out there, and it's so difficult to find that good music, and I'm in a hurry to hear those tunes which are coming to my head. So I just go to the piano or the guitar and play it and then hear it. And then at some point I thought the recording quality is not good enough for me to enjoy it, so I thought maybe I go to the recording studio and record it. So I think it's just like one step leading to the other that asked me to go in full fledged with a bit higher budget. Of course, things were not cheap, but yeah, with the small the small middle class income that allows me to do at least a small project, it was overall possible to do. And
Hmm.
with the wife and kids, it's even more difficult.
I
But
know, I can
yeah, it
imagine.
was. Yeah. So I think eventually my wife somehow was agreeable that I do it, and she was quite supportive. and also my
Okay.
family and my friends. And so yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, let me tell you, your middle class income would still be like the luxurious income that most people can only dream of. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just, saying that, it is a good thing that you are there, and you have that kind of support, and
yeah,
uh, you did get finally to live your dream over there. So
yeah.
are you going to be making more videos like these? Are you going to be singing? Because a lot of people are saying that, what you've put out there is really good.
Yeah, I actually don't have any other any plans to make more music. At least not right now, to be very frank, because it takes like 6 months and money and time. But yeah, if again if something that comes to my mind and my brain kicks my own self, then I probably might make. But currently,
Mhm.
I must confess I don't have any plans to make more music.
Okay,
I
GM is
mean,
asking.
yeah, yeah.
No, say.
Oh no, no plans currently, at least
As
to
of
make.
now, it'll come to
Yeah,
you. I mean, creative people
mm,
can't make plans too far
yeah.
ahead. Darshan is sorry. GM is asking. Darshan, please, can you tell us what research you were doing on? I think you've already answered that, but briefly, you can tell people it's very interesting. Those who have just joined in.
Yeah, so at least my research in Netherlands, it was more on. So there's this disease that it's called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So what happens is that young boys, because of a genetic mutation, their muscles don't develop. So they kind of, they die quite quite young, and that
Okay.
causes yeah, because eventually the heart is a muscle itself, and so it also collapses.
Right.
So we were actually working on a therapy, which was editing that gene so that the boys can live a bit longer and a healthier life. Then in Finland, my work was more on neurodegenerative disorders. So often Alzheimer's and Parkinson's also are caused because of genetic mutations that happen. And of course, it's not the person's fault. It's just how you were born, accidental problems. And then the idea there was also to identify genes which were responsible for causing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So the idea is that once you find a problem, then you can find a solution. So with this,
Of
we were
course.
trying
Yeah.
to find the problem first, and then trying to publish that result in journals too. So that was basically, in short, what my research was
Okay.
about.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's an extremely important research, very very helpful to the mankind. Um,
Mm.
Also, last few things I wanted to ask you was one is now that you are out there without a mask, we see you, and there's hardly anybody around. There's nobody around
Yeah.
actually.
Right.
यहाँ तो social
No.
distancing by default ही हो जाता है.
Exactly.
So, how's the corona situation back in Helsinki?
It's not that good, but yeah, still I think next week all the restaurants will close as well because it's still rising. But on a relative level, it's not rising that much. On an absolute level, on an absolute level, it's not rising that much. But on a relative level, maybe it is. So yeah, it's not that great yet. But
Uh,
people are taking precautions, and people are quite. They take a lot of. I mean, they follow
but
the rules very strictly here, apparently.
lockdowns? Do you guys have any partial lockdowns?
No, we don't have any lockdowns because, like just like you said, hardly any people to have a lockdown in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no lockdowns that we had like in India, for example, or in Netherlands, because the population density is like so less that it's not really needed. But people are advised to wear a mask only inside, like in public transportation,
Okay.
or when you go inside a building or something. But it's a bit easy on that side. Yeah.
Okay. And how about job losses? Has the economy been affected a lot since coronavirus?
Yeah, I would say to some extent it has been affected. Like especially, it's a bit sad to see the restaurant businesses going down. Maybe the local pubs and bars shutting down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the big ones still do remain. They have the capacity to at least remain. But the small
The
ones,
nightlife
maybe
is
they.
still off, right? The
Yeah,
nightlife
it's
is
it's
still off.
very off. Yeah, that's
Okay.
very off.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm, mm,
Okay. Finland was recently in the news in 2019
mm,
for your very young and good-looking prime minister
mm.
that you guys have now, Sana Marine, and
Yeah.
she reminds me a lot of Jacinda Ardern from New Zealand. She is also
Mm,
extremely vivacious and very prolific in what she does. So, just I mean, I know it's a very off track question, but
Mm.
how is it to be ruled by somebody so young?
Yeah, I would say it's very easy. It's not too difficult to accept the fact that the person is young, so will the person be able to do a good job. I think that people have given way for Sana Marie to come because they believe that she can do a good job, and of course, at least our prayers is that that she does a decent job. And I must confess, I do feel a bit sorry for her because as soon as she joined in, then this massive pandemic happened. So it's not
Right.
even that easy for her to to pull it off easily. So I'm sure there are a lot of people complaining because of the small lockdowns, but it's not really her fault. But I think she's trying her
True.
best to do a good job.
True. 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 Darshan, a lot of people seem to have questions about you. I think GM wants to ask you, do you get South Indian food in Finland?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Apparently, till 7 months ago, we didn't get, but a restaurant recently opened. So it's called the South Indian, and so that restaurant gives doshas and parotas, and so I would say it's a blessing to have that that one
Are
restaurant
they any
here.
good?
I think they are quite good. Yeah, of course. Maybe there are some dishes which are a bit better than the other one, but for me,
Hmm.
I'm a foodie, so I eat everything that comes on my plate.
Okay. GM has also told you something that you should know. I don't know if you're able to read what they are writing. He said you should collaborate with Bombay Vikings Neeraj Sridhar. He's from Sweden. He's from Sweden, so you guys can
Mm.
probably get in touch. I
Yeah.
can help you get his number if you want.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
That
do
sounds
that
good.
on my part. And also, Shitish Monty is asking if you need. We are always here to contribute for your music venture, so that we'll get a scope to hear your voice more often. So yeah, great. I will leave Darshan's link and email ID and all of those things in the description. You guys can always get in touch with him. And if anybody wants to collaborate from any part of the world, now that is possible. Darshan can sing and play the piano, and someone else can jam with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're open to that, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, Vaishali Chandramani is asking, Darshan, keep dreaming and your experimental research works out soon, because my dad's suffering from Parkinson's disease. I hope I
Mm.
mean, I know you know how they suffer.
Yes.
So like I said, the research you are doing is extremely path breaking, or what you did was extremely path breaking. Amita wants to know if vaccination has been started over there.
Yeah. Vaccinations have been started in Finland. Then yeah, the priority goes to the health workers, and so most of the doctors that our company is serving, they have got the vaccinations. But then the old people are also now getting. So it's started and it's going quite well, I would say.
Have you?
Not yet. I'm not in the list. I guess I'm quite far in the list.
I got both.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you guys are a bit more efficient than we are.
Yeah, like here, obviously, we started like many months back already, and a lot of people have been inoculated already, and it still continues. Like, it's a lot of things here happen with clockwork precision.
Yeah.
There isn't anything that they promise and it doesn't happen. Most of the things get done. Um,
Yeah.
Also, Nazim is saying, so very happy to know about your research. You will touch many lives. You wish you all the success. And
Yeah. Thank you.
Misra is saying all the best for your research and for your music. And
Thank
GM
you.
is saying that you should start your own YouTube channel and where you post your songs. I think you do, right? You already have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, if I did it correctly, I think I opened a YouTube channel. But basically, I must confess that I should do a bit more. I should do a bit better in posting things a bit properly. I think I just did it not in a very that was not in a very professional way done. So yeah, I should start up properly do it. Yeah, I just not done properly yet. I think, but it's a good comment. So thanks for the suggestions.
Okay. And here's a good question, Darshan. Do
Hmm.
Finnish people like to watch Bollywood movies? Do they go to cinema and buy tickets to watch those big Salman Khan stars?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, they do like. I think. they are transitioning towards the traditional Indian movies that we had watched as kids, like with the dances and the songs. Actually, they start to like it here because most of the Finnish movies are quite depressive. So they like to be a bit, yeah, they want to be happy, and then they use Bollywood movies as a means to be happier. I would
Do
say so.
all the
They
movies
they
release there?
not
I mean,
all, but they not all. Yeah, not all, but a few movies do get released. I think I remember watching Dangal over here in Helsinki with my wife.
okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
But otherwise, I
mm.
think big ones like now Radhe will release, I suppose.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
Salman
yeah,
Khan's big film coming up.
yeah.
Okay, and Kamani Monica Prema Tunga has just joined. She's saying, so nice to hear from you, Ron and Darshan. Finland is one of the most beautiful countries in the world
Mm,
that blend language systems. Cheers. So that's what she's saying. Yeah, that is true.
mm,
I've been there. It's pretty peaceful and very beautiful as well. And
mm,
hopefully I'll get to go again.
mm.
And
Yeah,
uh, Amita is asking, which are their choices, Salman or Shah Rukh? Who the Finnish people like more?
I would say people know Salman Khan more.
Oh, they
That's why
do.
they
Okay.
like. Yeah, yeah. So probably
Okay.
that's why. Oh, I'm so
And
sorry.
any other
They
stars?
they like they know Shah Rukh Khan more, but the
Yeah.
recent movies, the recent movies, they are also coming to know who is Salman Khan as well. But if
Any
yeah,
other stars they know? Any other stars?
no, I don't think so. Well,
No.
I would have hoped if they would have known Sunil Shetty, but I guess that's not the
Oh, you
case
are a
because
big
that's
fan. Yes, right,
yeah.
right. You're a big fan of Anna. Okay, I must tell you guys, when I was working with Anna before, just before I came to UAE, I had a short stint with Anna, like for like 8 9 months with Sunil Shetty. I was working with this company. We were launching one channel on Tata Sky, and I was heading the programming for it. And I've always been very close to him. Even now, we are very close. So Darshan's birthday or something, and I had got like a personalized message from Anna to Darshan, and that was like the best gift, right? That he got on his
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah, yeah. It was quite a positive surprise because, yeah, well, I don't know. I like Sunil Shetty a lot. I get a lot of comments on that, but yeah, I don't know. I like his acting. It's not that special as other actors, but I think I like how he acts and behaves, and yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, he's quite a hit amongst lot of millennials,
mm,
basically those who have lived the 90s. Even here
mm,
at the radio station that I work, there was one news reader, and she was a big fan, and I had got her to speak to Anna as a surprise. And he's
mm,
very good like that. If you tell him that if you reach out to him, he will definitely respond. Very nice
yeah.
guy, like and their family is also very like non-filmy, like like I have met his wife, so warm, and
Mm,
his sister, his son Ahan, who's launching now with Tadap.
mm,
He is like used to just come into the office and chill out with
mm,
us, and like at that time, obviously he was still, his film was not even like he hadn't even signed it. Talks were going on,
mm,
and his daughter. Uh, she looks like a fashionista, but she's extremely simple. Like we would all have lunch together in the
mm,
terrace of that big office that we had in Worli, and
mm,
his family would come. Everybody would have lunch together, and I've seen her like eating like rice and normal coke, and I'm like, how is she so thin after eating all of these things? And I used to ask
mm,
her all, she's like, I eat everything. So, and
mm.
they're foodies,
Yeah.
Um, also, somebody is asking you, Shitish is asking you, given a choice to you, Kerala or Finland? Be true, don't lie.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's it. I think that's a very good question because I keep shunting. My head is always bumping between Kerala or Finland. There are so many things I like in both. I know it's a very diplomatic answer, but uh, I think I like the peaceness. So I like the quietness. That's why
Mm,
I like for the long term the Finnish, the Finnish nature and the culture. But I definitely miss so many things about Kerala. So at least the small South Indian restaurant that has
mm.
come has eased out a bit. But I think at
Yeah,
some point when my parents grow old, I would definitely need to go go back and take care of them.
don't we all
Like the
need to?
yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly,
can't you
exactly. Yeah,
you can't get India out of an Indian, no?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Okay. Also, lastly, GM is asking. Oh no, he's saying your French beard is just like Sunil Shetty's.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
That's a good compliment. Okay, I think we're almost at the end of the chat. We've taken a lot of time of Darshan. And before you go, why don't you hum two lines of any song that you love? Doesn't have to be Vartaman.
Yeah, let me sing a Marathi song which I was listening to
Oh,
recently.
okay.
उसावाला गाणं गोत सार अंगार कुळाना साई भेगाडेल या भुई पारिजीन अंधार गुलाना साई न न न न न न न न न न न न न न न मीन वित पंचा प्राण न न न न न न ओ करा पालराण आरी तरा न न न न तरी दीवनीव सांढला खेड मांडला 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 खेड मांडला देवा खेड मांडला. Yeah.
I didn't know you know so much Marathi. I think you must be one of those rare Mallus who know Marathi.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or maybe the only one. Who knows?
At least in Helsinki, maybe the only one. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Chalo, great. It was so nice talking to you. I didn't expect this chat to go on for so long. But I
Yeah.
think everybody enjoyed it and everybody joined in. We all
Yeah.
heard your song. I'm going to put the link in the description. You all can go and watch it. Share it as much as you can. Please support my
Yeah.
friend Darshan. Okay, so we can keep getting his Darshan on YouTube again and again with new songs.
Yeah.
Okay. Any parting thoughts before we leave?
Oh no, I just wanted to thank you, Ronak, for the nice gesture for you to have me on your show. I think it's very very nice of you. So yeah, and thank you
My
all
pleasure.
for being in this, for listening to me, and hopefully
Yeah,
for you to listen to the song.
we will, of course. We will listen to it and we will support you whenever you come out with new songs as well. Now go
Mm.
home and have a nice hot lunch before you catch
Yeah.
cold, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay, chalo, bye.
Okay. Bye. Bye. See you.
Okay. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. That was Darshan from Finland. He's a friend and he has sung one song and put it on YouTube. And I just wanted to support him. And I thought that it will be nice to get someone from a different part of the world who is an Indian who shares our values also and who has done something different in life and who has lived his dream. And I was so glad. So many people joined. Once again, I'll take everyone's name so that you guys uh, come back again. There's Amita ji, always she is supporting me. There's Shatish Mohanty, there's Neera Malhan, Misra Nabnita, GM. आपका पूरा नाम मुझे नहीं पता. Only know you as GM. I'll connect with you separately. There's Misra Pradeep. There is Nazim. There is Geetu Pappu who has joined again. There's Jayashree Kotecha, my mom. She's here, so she was watching it as well. There's Vaishali Chandramani, and you guys have all. There's Kamani Monica. There is so many other people have joined, and you guys have repeatedly asked questions and shown interest. So thank you so much. I really hope that you guys keep doing this. And yes, I will make a live on SSR again. But something has to happen, more developments have to happen for me to really do a chat and get more people, the people who matter on the chat also. I to always keep saying things that are happening. I keep bringing you the developments and the news as it happens. But we should really get people who are into the case or who from probably from the family or probably from the legal teams of both the families, from either of the parties, who can at least shed some light on what's happening. um, so yeah, we'll do that again. And thank you so much, guys. Have a nice weekend, all of you. My week starts tomorrow on Sunday, but I think most of you are from India, so आपका weekend तो just शुरू हुआ है. So enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining once again. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do hit on the bell icon. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye, bye, guys.